Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape lately, you know that the Philadelphia Eagles are still very much in the thick of things, aiming for that elusive Super Bowl title after their incredible run last season. But as with every championship-caliber team, there are always areas for improvement. And this year, one name has been at the center of some interesting discussions: Jalen Carter. This young defensive tackle, who entered the league as the number 9 overall pick in 2023, has already shown flashes of why many considered him the most talented player in his draft class. His rookie season was nothing short of spectacular: 6 sacks, 33 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and even a scoop-and-score touchdown, all while playing less than half of the defensive snaps. That kind of production immediately drew comparisons to some of the best young defensive stars in the league. But as we all know, talent alone doesn't guarantee success or consistency, and that's exactly what's been under scrutiny early in the 2025 season. Sure, Carter has been making impactful plays. He had 2 tackles, including 1 for loss, and 3 quarterback hits against Kansas City in Week 2, showing that he can still be a disruptive force on the field. However, the bigger story isn't just about his stats. It's about his conditioning and fitness level, which has become a point of concern for the Eagles' coaching staff, especially defensive coordinator Vic Fangio. And folks, Fangio didn't hold back when he spoke to the media about it recently. He pointed out that Carter, despite his undeniable talent, still needs to get into better shape. In fact, Fangio went as far as to say that Carter needs to round into better shape, and that he and the young DT have already discussed this. Carter, being a professional and a young player eager to excel, reportedly readily admits that he needs to improve his conditioning. Now, this isn't uncommon for young players, especially those coming off injuries, but it does highlight an area where Carter has room to grow. The Eagles' defensive scheme under Fangio is demanding, especially for a defensive tackle expected to be a disruptive presence in the middle of the line. The coach emphasized that Carter has had some setbacks, notably a shoulder injury that limited his practice reps early on. Shorter practices and fewer reps due to injuries or recovery processes can impact a player's conditioning and overall readiness to perform at peak levels. But what's encouraging is that despite these hurdles, Carter has been making an impact. Against Kansas City, he showed his ability to rush the passer and disrupt plays, finishing with 3 quarterback hits and a tackle for loss. It's clear that when healthy and in shape, Carter can be a nightmare for offensive lines. His explosiveness, combined with his size and agility, makes him a matchup nightmare for offensive coordinators trying to scheme around him. And the fact that he's already earning praise for his rushes shows that his talent is still shining through, even if he's not at 100% physically. You have to remember, Carter's journey in the NFL is still very much in its early stages. His rookie year was outstanding, earning PFWA All-Rookie honors and finishing just behind Will Anderson in the Defensive Rookie of the Year voting. He quickly established himself as a dominant force inside, and his second year saw him become a mainstay in the middle of the Eagles' defense, with impressive numbers: 42 tackles, 16 quarterback hits, 5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles in just 16 games. He also stepped up in the postseason, adding 2 sacks on the way to helping Philadelphia secure a Super Bowl victory. That kind of progression, despite setbacks, speaks volumes about his talent and resilience. But now, with the start of the 2025 season, it's clear that Carter still has some ground to cover physically. The coaching staff, especially Fangio, is focused on helping him get the conditioning right, emphasizing that it's a work in progress. This is crucial because, in today's NFL, the margin between good and elite often comes down to details like stamina, recovery, and readiness. A player of Carter's caliber, with his talent and potential, can be a game changer if he's in optimal shape. And if he can get that conditioning back to where it needs to be, the Eagles will have arguably one of the most formidable duos on the inside with him and Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis, by the way, has shown noticeable improvement in his fitness this year, and his physical presence complements Carter's style perfectly. When both are playing at their best, it creates a nightmare scenario for offensive lines trying to deal with the size, strength, and quickness of those two. The potential is enormous, and it's only a matter of time before Carter fully rounds into game shape, which could elevate the Eagles' defense even further. That improvement in their interior line could be the difference-maker in tight playoff games or even in their quest to defend their NFC East dominance. The NFC East itself continues to be one of the most competitive divisions in the league, with teams like the Cowboys, Giants, and Commanders all vying for supremacy, but the Eagles remain a team to beat. Their offseason moves, along with the development of young talents like Carter, show that Philadelphia is not resting on their laurels. They want to stay at the top, and players like Carter are central to that mission. The coaching staff's focus on conditioning and discipline reflects a team that's committed to excellence, even if it means pushing their young star to improve in areas outside of raw talent. And it's worth noting that Carter's journey isn't just about individual development, it's about the team's overall success. In today's NFL, having a dominant interior defensive line can completely change the dynamics of a game. It allows the linebackers to roam freely, creates pressure on the quarterback, and makes it harder for opponents to establish a running game. Carter's raw talent combined with the guidance of Fangio and the Eagles, trainers could lead to a breakout season that not only boosts his profile, but also significantly enhances the team's performance. Looking ahead, the Eagles are in a strong position to continue their push for another Super Bowl appearance. If Carter can get back into top physical shape, he could unlock even more of his potential, becoming a consistent force that opponents have to game plan around. His ability to rush the passer, disrupt plays, and occupy multiple blockers makes him a cornerstone of Philadelphia's defensive future. And with the team's talented secondary and a solid overall defense, that interior push from Carter and Davis could be the key to unlocking the defense's full potential. Of course, fans should keep an eye on how Carter's conditioning improves as the season progresses. It's not just about individual effort, it's about the collective effort of the coaching staff, trainers, and Carter himself. The NFL season is a marathon, and maintaining peak physical condition throughout is essential for sustained success. The Eagles have shown resilience and adaptability in the past, and this season is no different. Their ability to develop players like Carter, address issues, and stay focused on their goals will determine how far they go this year. In the end, what we're witnessing is the ongoing evolution of a young star who has all the tools to be one of the best in the league. His talent is undeniable, and with the right conditioning, he can become a dominant force that strikes fear into every offensive line he faces. The coaching staff's focus on this aspect shows their commitment to maximizing his potential, and that's exciting for Eagles fans because it means the team is constantly improving and striving for excellence. So as we watch the season unfold, remember that Carter's development off the field, his conditioning, his recovery, his growth, will directly influence how far the Eagles go. Their defense, already formidable, could become unstoppable if he reaches the peak of his physical form. It's a story of talent, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of greatness, and Eagles fans should be thrilled to see their young star aiming for even greater heights. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Yo ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on Jalen Carter's situation? Do you believe he'll fully get back into shape and become the dominant force we all know he can be? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Eagles. Remember, this team's journey is a collective effort, and your voice is part of that story. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and all the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep supporting our team through every step of this exciting season. The future is bright, and with players like Carter aiming higher, the Eagles are poised to make a deep run. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, fly Eagles fly.